Hey there, folks. Rinium Tea here, and welcome to Still Joking. So, if you remember, like September, October last year during Next Fest, I covered the demo for this game. So, demo saves are compatible, but there was an issue in that I couldn't load my autosave at the end, and I didn't have another save except for 2 hours prior. So, we're just gonna restart. I was kind of thinking doing that anyway. We can just have a fresh start for this. And yeah, I no longer have that autosave because I was trying to mess around and yeah, save. Yeah, anyway, thank you, Evolve PR, for the code. Yes, it is currently quiet. I did load one of my saves to make sure things are working. But so we are gonna try and solve the mystery of a death through the reflection of ourselves. So let's go. New game. Just to clarify, my name is Iris. I am a reflection. I used to be a reflection of a famous actress. When a person dies, the link between them and the reflection snaps right away or in a matter of minutes. What was once living is now dead. The human reflection steps aside, and what's left is an inanimate object reflection. Well, that is, it'll be right there whenever someone looks in the mirror on their side. And me, I'm supposed to be just fine. I cope with the fact that my whole world has just shattered and simply forget her. But then I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. After Serena's murder, I wasn't left alone for that long. Someone returned to the crime scene. Not the killer, no. His reflection did. Please forgive me. How are you? Did it hurt a lot? Should probably wipe the blood off. Here, take this. Want some water, or is there a medical kit here somewhere? You always kill someone first and then start fretting about it? No. I mean, I don't know. It's the first time my prototype does something like this. Did something like this? Maybe he has before, but I've never had to reflect it. Part of the reason I wanted to start again from the beginning was just in case there was like any changes, and maybe we'll end up on a slightly different route from what we were on the demo playthrough. I'll try and remember to link it, by the way, the demo. And I am going to split this up more. I'm not going to just do like, here's a big 3-hour chunk. Ah. Again, I'm so sorry. Do you want anything at all? Oh, yes. I want to know why he'd go and kill Serena. Again, sorry. I've got no idea. I've always thought that they've got their own lives on the other side of the mirror, which we cannot affect in any way, so it's best to just distance yourself. But how can I ever distance myself from when, you know? Never mind. Forget it. How do you feel? Dead? Maybe you'll feel better if you try killing me too? As in, kill you back? Won't you go right back to life as soon as your prototype looks in the mirror again? It will, yes. That's a fair deal then. Your offer basically says, hurt me if that kind of thing helps you stress less, right? Or some other circumstances, this could have even been amusing. Alas, I meant that it might make you feel at least a little better. It won't. That's too basic. I want to figure out why Serena was killed. Does it have to do with her fame? Does your prototype work in the industry? Is he involved with Argus in any way? Tell me about him. To be honest, I don't see him that often. I hardly know much about him. Neither his name nor his line of work. I haven't even seen the murder weapon before. I don't know anything about the inscription on it. Sorry. Probably see my prototype on Saturday again, but why Saturday? Won't help you much, I guess, but he's a regular at the barber shop on Maiden Lane. Goes twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. What for? Well, for his trim. Sensational. It's Wednesday today. I never imagined that a hair and beard trim is necessary as you prepare to kill someone. Listen, you shouldn't stay here. You're no longer a reflection, and that puts you in danger. Uh-huh. All the dead reflections must arrive at the community's distribution center, all that. You die, and next thing you know, you already owe them something. The brave new world. Screw this. If you stay here, they'll send the squad after you. The squad can go right to hell. You know, their protocol involves stun guns and a stretcher. And a right to the side for me, right? Of course, on stamped paper, too. Want to go together? I know my way around there pretty well, and I know a few folks, too. No, you're my killer, not my date. We're not gonna walk around holding hands. Trust me. I don't want to leave her. She'll at least wait till they find the body. Okay, then. Community is, you know, quite a reasonable agency. And? I mean is they'll help you out at the center. Can they tell me anything about your prototype? No, I mean, they'll help you build your life from now on. Your new life of your own. Seriously, first I gotta reflect her 24/7, to be happy when she's happy and sad when she's sad, and they turn around and tell me it's finally time to be myself? Simply delightful, and what is myself, I dare wonder? Well, you two are not exactly the same, right? And then I'm still alive. Yeah, you're right. She wouldn't have said this. Dark humor wasn't really her thing. Seemed like you lost a friend. If I can even call someone who didn't know I existed a friend. I'm sorry you feel this way. Should I maybe look around? I know this place like the back of my hand, so I'll hardly spot anything new or... Poster. Argus, cannot believe that the premiere was just 2 days ago. The critics loved it, and so did everyone else. Our best film ever, like, for real. It's sure gonna become a blockbuster now. This guy then. First he kills me like quite a pro, and he just stands here being useless. Like a pro. There's always a chance that he has a name and more than one layer to his personality. I must have met before, but cannot remember a single thing about him. He left the weapon on the crime scene. Must be an expression of something. Maybe his self-expression, actually? I'm an evil maniac, and I do ritual killings of women that are way out of my league. Hieroglyphs on the blade reveal nothing to me whatsoever. Still can't believe it is her over there like that. It's like there's a dull something to share while Serena is out for a minute. And that's the only reason I'm not pulled to reflect her. I'm supposed to come to terms with the fact that my prototype is dead. And with the fact that I've got my new free, damn it, life ahead. I don't want to though. I simply refuse to think about it. Serena and this bag were inseparable. Apart from the wallet and the makeup bag, perfume and tissues, it holds a lot of first aid kit. It holds a first aid kit, a couple of notebooks, 3 printed A script copy scribbled all over. 4 books of preparing for the role. Our sneaky inner pockets and never let you find what you need right away. After death, prototypes end up in heaven, and we, the reflections, proceed to the distribution center. To be honest, I've never really bothered to learn more. Wasn't planning on dying for a few years, you know? And it's just me, my killer's reflection, and time ticking away fast as hell. I'll find the body soon. I'm sure I won't have time to ask all the questions I have, if any at all. Who are you anyway? My name is Roy. My usual routine is traveling to dangerous places, submitting myself to experiments, or sacrificing myself. What do you mean by sacrificing yourself? It's a work thing. As you know, I come back to life every time my prototype looks in the mirror. And that is usually Tuesdays and Saturdays. So as long as he's alive, he can die several times a week. Yeah, but it's not that bad most of the time. Delightful. And there you, Serena. I'm Iris. It was Serena's dream to play a novelist called Iris one day. Does that mean you used to care so much about what she dreamt of? Or maybe I just like the name. What's next on the line for me? What do you know about life after death? In my case, I mean. Don't get really scary or anything. You'll walk through the door and get lectured on the general workings of the world, and they'll assign you a personal curator. A curator? Yes, someone to be taking care of you in the next 2 months. Not really scary, huh? Well, that was a rhetorical question. Suze! My dear lord, Serena! Serena! Shit, I should really... Sorry to grab you like this. Didn't mean to scare you. She has to repeat after her prototype, and she was on her way to crash into you. Dangerous stuff. Yeah, since her prototype looked into the mirror on her side, everything here had to become exactly the same. Well, almost. Hair would have been visualized right through me, and not just a chair. Ugh. Well done! You killed me once and you saved me once, too. Talk about evening the score. Doesn't sound that even to me. Seriously, thank you. You did the right thing, and I just froze like a fool. Who is she, by the way? This is my makeup artist. Well, Serena's makeup artist. She came to do me up for the stage, and instead ended up with a new reflection on their hands that couldn't care less about makeup. Practically speaking, a dead body is just an object, and so is this reflection. You, meanwhile, are alive. She used to be alive, same as me. Sweet little girl, how is this even possible? We were going up to O'Donnell's later, weren't we? O'Donnell's? The pub, yeah. Dear me, in front of the mirror of all places, how awful. Was it quick at least? You know what, don't answer that, I'm sorry, I just can't get my head around it. Suze. I know, I talk too much, don't I? Oh, darling, well, please do remain beautiful for the rest of your life. Nothing like an old hag I'll turn into by the time I die in 30 years or so. When I do die, everyone's gonna assume you're not my friend, but my granddaughter. Suze. It's handy there's no mobile reception here. She's run off to call the police. We've got very little time, since I'm about to start reflecting again. Time is indeed an issue, ma'am. Was that a man? Who are you, anyway? His name is Roy, and he killed me. Suze, I want to know what happened today. What do you mean, happened? So, he's the one who killed you, this scumbag! Yeah, that's me. Yes, but why? Suze, please, do me a favor. Memorize everything that'll happen here. I'll try to get in touch with you very soon. Oh, Iris, why are you always like this? You're always up to something. Take now. You're sitting here all bloody, your hair a mess, hugging away with this killer, and instead of just asking him, you're asking me for favors. I mean, of course I'll take note of everything, but honestly, girl. We'll go to O'Donnell's and they'll treat you to the largest Irish coffee on the menu. I promise. I hope I won't have to wait for too long. Oh my, what do we do now? Wait, you cannot stay here. People will rush in any minute. It's gonna be a complete... Look, even worse than it is now. And you! Why don't you make yourself useful? Get her out of here. What's the point of looking at the body now? Got any manners at all, huh? Anyways, this chat must be over. Time's running out, and you've got a lot to do. So do I. Before you go, come over here for a sec. I'll touch up on the contour. There you go. Oh, much better. Okay then, come here and give your good old friend a final hug, and off you go. New life ahead. You take care, my sweet darling. I'll do my best. Don't forget about the large Irish coffee, Suze. How could I? Good luck. Maybe I should come with you after all. I'll be fine. Alright, in that case, I hope I make a better impression the next time we meet. Can't be too hard. And yeah, if your prototype ever breaks his neck, do let me know. Somehow, maybe send a dollar of champagne or something? Absolutely will do. Welcome, please keep moving, don't hold up. Lecture halls 15, 16, 17. Go on, don't stand around, proceed that way. Lecture halls 15, 16, and 17. Last minute change of heart, anyone? Ah! Looks bad. I think I have no clue about what's going on. Please proceed. Nothing to see here. Hey, you, with the gun. If there's like a guide or a manual on immediate help for cases like this, would be mighty useful. Go on, this way, please. Proceed this way, don't linger. That way, everyone. Lecture halls 15, 16, and 17. Hey, who are you? What happened to you? And they didn't even think to ask the bloody man with a gun what happened. Glorious. I've seen you somewhere before. Nope, you haven't. It's you and standard excuse. Must be confusing me with someone else. Which lecture halls again? 15, 16, and 17. Hold on, I definitely know you. Aren't you that? Thanks, I'll get going. Oh gosh, okay. What we are gonna do is settings. I was hoping it was just that. Nope, still too loud. Oh, there's big. Neat. Still loud. What is with those loud games? We'll go with 40 for now. So our free seats in the front row only. And then again, I don't really feel like going back to the hallway. Let me start with the warmest greetings on behalf of the community. You will no longer be pulled to the mirrors. Your prototypes are dead, and you're finally free to do as you please. Yay! Oh, Reflections got lucky with their prototypes, sure, but the mere idea of congratulating us on their death? Ugh. Some fundamental basics. Now, you all need to eat and sleep regularly, and shower, too. Your prototype could bring you back to life with a single glance in the mirror, but that's no longer the case, so I want to risk it. And should anything bad happen to you, the consequences are irreversible. It's crucial, so say it again. If you take care of yourselves, you'll thank your own selves later. Now, a few organizational aspects. We're at the community distribution center. This is where all the newbies end up. No exceptions. Once this intro lecture is over, please head over to the staff. They'll provide you with forms to fill in. I'll help assign you all your curators. Next 2 months, you will all be gradually settling in this new world. You'll get a job and move on to live on your own. For now, you're in the community's care. That time they handed out over branded caps and badges with "Welcome to the community" printed out all over. Give us a sign for these, and then demand them back in mint condition in 2 months. Just remember, right? Just a reminder for those who may have forgotten the basics: away from the mirrors, everything is flexible. Community was formed by the reflection to manage to harness these processes. Soon enough, you too will learn to link different spaces, create items, and alter reality. If you have any questions, fire away. If you don't, address any of the staff in the hallway for further instructions. Thank you for your attention. This is mini lecture, micro lecture even. Each sentence invites at least one big question and a big bunch of follow-ups. This sucks. Seems like a good time for a promo, something like, buy your hard liquor from the community and get another session with a cute therapist as a gift. Apparently, though, I'll just be riding off into the sunset, looking for trouble. Let's skip trouble and just ask one of the staff to find me a curator and speed everything up somewhat. How about you stay instead? And figure out how the community's cold and heartless bureaucracy operates and maybe even learn something useful here? Sounds boring. Could be worth it. We're gonna take off and find a curator. I don't feel like going through this whole lecture again. If you want to see it, demo. Wait, the girl in the red. Hold on. Trying now is probably not gonna cut it, right? Yes. I knew it was you. A round of applause, everyone. This is a reflection of none other than Serena LZ. Damn, should have run after all. No point pretending I don't know what's going on. Well, find my way out. For now, a smile on the way will do. Hello, souls, please. You meeting with Daddy J, aren't you? Right, strategy to confirm and leave, but what does he mean? Should I notice Daddy J? Ugh, what a pain. Maybe play along a little. Yeah, totally. Let's give him a cheap sensation. Oh gosh, I can't. I really shouldn't say. Can you promise to keep it strictly between us? Me and DJ. Oh, we fell out. Like, for good. Oh, no way! Who have you chosen instead, then? For those who don't know, Daddy J is a collector, I mean a curator for celebrities. Collector. It's lucky that me and him fell out. He just... I'll just say we weren't a match on a personal level. You'll be doing a press conference, right? When exactly? I'm sure there are fans of yours in the audience, and they'd love a few more details. What do you say? Yeah! Yay! Oh, yes! Totally! Be oblivious to the fact that they are not my fans, but Serena's. And what about them? I have life questions ahead. It's really best to get out of here as soon as possible. I've got an idea. I've got a quick question, may I? Of course, I'll be happy to help. Does everyone see the banner on the wall? Yeah! Yes. Yep, and let's say reflect and forget, right? Oh, yeah! Yeah, sure, for real. It says just that. So, how the hell does it matter whose reflection I am? Well, this is a general recommendation, so to speak. What I'm trying to say is don't take it literally, you know? There's not much he can say. Well, everyone should reflect and forget. He still cares about me being Serena's reflection. Oops! The contradiction right here. There are exceptions, of course, and we are all completely different, which is why... this is what I meant to say. It's a different matter, really, and it calls for individual approach. Therefore, the community will act on it accordingly. Oh, I'm sorry. I really need to dash. Thanks for the deep insights, though. I won't hold you up. Oh, how fortunate that you're finally... that you've spared a few minutes for us. More applause, everyone. Come on. Oh my, Serena LC is off the grid now? Dear me! Stay calm, Iris. Stay calm. Can I just have the forms, please? It was drugs, wasn't it? All the stars go off the hook sooner or later. You can wear that mask of cool all you want. At some point, justice gets served. Oh, yes. Ever seen a forensic pathologist open a corpse's chest? What? Why are you? Want me to show you? Serena rehearsed it a lot for her role, so I can repeat the entire thing even with my eyes shut. The incision will be impeccable. Even though you probably won't be able to see it. Cynthia, sign her up for my group. Have you even heard what she just... I have. Just sign her. But the form. We'll fill it in together. Alright, as you please, take her away. So, I'm gonna stop behaving irrationally now and follow you because I'm the only one of all the curators who knows how you feel. My prototype was a model of the runways, the makeup, then more runways, then photo shoots. Yes, even more runways, enormous stress, and even greater willpower. Never wanted to be anyone else. When she died, I felt like my oxygen was cut off. My name is Dora, by the way. I'm Iris, and I sometimes bully everyone around me. Isn't it a problem, you reckon? My first week after her death, I smashed an antique vase on the head of one friendly young man who just wouldn't leave me alone. This will pass. Ah. Nice to meet you, Dora. Iris, I'll be your curator for the next 2 months. Today, you will be joining a group of other newbies on an expedition away from here. A group? I work with a reflection that used to spend a lot of time in front of the mirror. There are currently 4 of you, including yourself. We'll get back to the expedition in a bit. For now, let's fill in your form. Hold on. We are going somewhere. I'd like to be able to go back sometimes. Your friends? Sure thing, I'll teach you how to create doors, and you can go anywhere you want through those. Oh, okay, let's do the form then. Name and sex? Got it. Age? 26. Marital status? Why? Would 3 husbands and 5 children make a difference? I'm single. And would 3 husbands and 5 children make a difference in this case? No, but you would have been different to start with. By the way, if you decide to marry, don't forget to notify the community. What for? It's to do with marital status and property rights. The wedding and such like are up to you. Okay, now prototype's occupation, actress, cause of prototype's death. She was murdered. Her cause of death is murder. It'd be easy to say it out loud, shouldn't it? Iris? In the very best of the Shakespearean tradition, she was cold-heartedly stabbed by a ghost in her own dressing room, right in front of the mirror. My sincere condolences, but it's good that your sense of humor is still there, and many reflections come apart in similar situations. To warn you, though, you're likely to lapse into nightmares at some point. I'm gonna turn the sound back up a little bit. Maybe not all the way to 100, but let's do 60. You mean dreams about death? Not just those. Random memories related to the prototype may resurface. It gets better with time, however. You're currently under the so-called mirror death curse, which, in other words, is simply your adjustment period. Delightful. Try not to be too hung up on emotional struggle. Alright, Iris, how about bad habits? Smoking, drinking, drugs? I had smoked during filming, used herbal rolls, but never fell into the habit. Let's say I'm neutral to positive regarding alcohol. Don't do drugs. The overall health? Splendid! Exceptional even. No panting, no prototype. Even the stab wound has closed by now. Prototype's filler wounds are not passed on to the reflections. If there are no problems, we're moving on to the next question. Do you have any particular talents or skills? Laugh it off. I can rope walk. This will do. Anything else? This will do. Okay, it's widely accepted that sex on the beach is amazing when I'm in charge. Right. What else? I can croon like a wounded bird. Really? I fancy myself a confident mezzo-soprano. Sensational. I can take endless questioning too. Well, it's a shame we're out of questions. Are we gonna win the contest for the most creative form? Affirmative. Well, I'll tell you more about the expedition then. We're a small group of scientists and practitioners engaged in discovering and stabilizing new territories in the void. In order for the reflections to have spaces to inhabit and procure resources from. You'll see. Can you say it again? In simpler terms. In a nutshell, we board buses, explore the void, and occasionally transport things for the community. You'll have the opportunity to get new impressions, figure out what you might want to do in the future, and get your break from the rubbernecks. Thank you. Yeah, that final point is particularly inspiring. You tell me about the void. First thing you need to know about the void is that it's dangerous. Anything that comes in contact with it gets quickly destroyed. Sure, there are ways of slowing the destruction down, but more on that later. Second thing to remember is that the void is heterogeneous. Sometimes stabilized areas emerge here and they're technically not the void as such. Can you give me an example? Have you ever seen mist, say, films? You should be able to visualize a mountain with its bottom fully covered and its top fully visible because of clean air. You'd be safe there at the top, not putting yourself at risk. In reality, there are most often roads rather than mountains. You appear out of nowhere and deteriorate for no apparent reason unless certain measures are taken. Use these roads to look for new territories. You'll see for yourself soon. Now, the third point to know. The void is poorly studied. Therefore, complying with safety regulations is a must. Goes great with that first point. Beware of danger. Don't touch. Now go right in. Not go right in, but rather, let's have a careful look. Do you mind talking about your prototype? And her death? No, ask away. What exactly do you want to know? Did she also kill in front of the mirror? No, she worked herself to death, but yes, she died in front of the mirror. Dozens of mirrors on the runway, in fact. And what did you do next? First, I had no clue what was going on. I was a scientist, and I just lurked around until one day I heard they were recruiting for an expedition. It's much easier to understand for yourself when you're out there dealing with a real problem, as opposed to sitting in a lab playing with glass tubes. Iris, just do really try to open up to new experiences. It will take you a certain time. It'd take you a certain time to process what's happened to you. Getting tripped up by some of the English here, occasionally. It just doesn't flow fully right. I hope none of the new experiences involve being stabbed. Well, end conversation. I think that's it for me. Thanks. Bye then. Oh, and by the way, if you have no reflecting objects with you, there are pieces of polished metal fixed in place of mirrors on the bus. Or remind me later to find something for you that's a bit more compact. Not a bad idea. I will never see anyone in the mirror again, so it won't hurt to have a way to fix my hair once in a while. Just say, no one will ever see me in a mirror again. Oh god, I just jumped. Dora, what's taking so long? We're leaving in like half an hour. Got someone new on board? She'll be joining us. I'm Iris. Ain't that neat? Perfect timing, Iris. Pack up. We got no time to spare. Chloe's coming along with us. She's one of the practitioners. You won't have to interact much. However, she's right. It's time to pack. Let's offer unconditional help. Well, I'll help you out. It's an unconditional offer and totally free of charge, too. No, thanks. I'm good. I have to admit, I hardly have enough time to finish everything off myself. Mind you, there will be a bit of running around. Oh no, how tragic. Here, take this. Oh, we got an achievement. No time to spare. Volunteer for the first assignment. Number 1. Take the letter and the complete form to our leader, Tien. Please. I'm certain she's still in her office. Number 2. Give the papers they'll hand you at the warehouse to the staff that process all the paperwork. And they'll issue a letter confirmation, which I need. Number 3. Help Maximilian find spare boxes of paint. Because he could use a hand. That way, he'll also get to meet one of your expedition companions. And where are we now exactly? Oh, sure, right. We're here. Right, everything's back where I'm like, ah. Go to the warehouse first and get changed. Show the keeper your request form. You'll find him right here. They're running someone else's errands all over the place. Ugh. Oh. Probably doing it all if possible. I'll see you at the bus. I've marked the spot for you. Starting with the warehouse. Here's a thought. Can I get a pirate costume and a blunderbuss there? I'd love a blunderbuss. However, let's go to the warehouse next time. There's a sound. So thank you for watching. Again, I do have a demo. It's up to the first, 3 hours or so, but we're starting fresh for multiple reasons I explained at the start. Thank you for watching, and thank you again, Evolve PR, for the code for the full game. Can't wait to get back to where we were and then see more. The game is about 12 to 15 hours is what it's listed as, so yeah. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. Find links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is RennieMT signing out. Bye!